the crowd was pumped up. I was pumped up. It was coming down to the wire. I was screaming at Justin to get up, to get up, to get up, like I saw Johnson coming in, and I knew that, well, I thought I knew at the time, I thought the ball was going to go to the front. It was a sort of a bit of an obvious tell. He'd won a couple of line-outs earlier with the same sort of movement, and I thought I was on the money there by screaming out to Justin, but I'm sure he had the same idea in his head, and that was his job at the front of the line-out, was to get up, and whatever it took to win that ball, he needed to do it, and he did it. And I was only 10 metres away, and it was a great feeling. Like, the crowd just went berserk, and we knew at that stage that we'd won it.
Absolutely on fire. Martin Johnson, and it's been pinched at the front by Harrison. Shades of Mark Connors at Westpac Trust Stadium against the All Blacks last year. Amazing.
He must have had a gut feeling, had a feeling Jono was going to back himself, and he backed himself to beat Jono in a one-on-one. So it was a courageous call because it leaves another space open. But sometimes you go with your gut instinct, and it paid off not only for Justin but for the team in a really positive way.
It was, I think, a moment that released a pressure valve. The Lions were building an enormous amount of pressure leading into those last minutes of that game, and it was almost just that little release that was all that was required.
There are moments where people just have to stand up, and he made that call himself. Like, he was at the front of the line-out, he was up against their captain, Martin Johnson, great player, and he made the call and just went for it, and he got that ball. And there is no doubt that one of the Lions' great strengths was their rolling maul, their driving maul. And if they had to pull that in, it's still some distance out. We would have backed ourselves to have a go, but it was certainly a lot easier, the fact that we had the ball and they didn't. And Justin, I think, went on and played some great test matches for Australia, but he never did anything that was more important than that particular moment.